The rain that night felt like needles. Cold, relentless, unforgiving. 17-year-old Olivia Carter stood on the front porch of the only home she had ever known, her clothes soaked and her hands trembling. Behind the door, her mother's voice was sharp with anger. "Don't you dare come back here until you tell us where the necklace is." Olivia's voice cracked. "I didn't take it." But the door stayed closed, and the rain kept falling. 3 hours earlier, everything had been normal. The Carter house buzzed with excitement. Olivia's older sister, Rebecca Carter, was preparing for her engagement dinner with her wealthy fiancé, Daniel Whitmore. Their parents were obsessed with appearances. Daniel's family owned half the luxury developments in the city. His proposal meant status, security, and prestige. Rebecca was glowing. Their mother fussed over her dress, while their father adjusted the lighting in the dining room like they were preparing for royalty. Olivia stayed mostly quiet, helping set the table. That had always been her role. Rebecca was the star. Olivia was the background. But she didn't mind. She loved photography, quiet nights, and dreams of leaving their small town for something bigger. Rebecca loved attention, and attention loved her back. Just before dinner, Rebecca rushed upstairs to retrieve something. Moments later, a scream echoed through the house. "My necklace is gone." Everyone rushed upstairs. Rebecca stood beside her jewelry box, pale with shock. The velvet compartment where the diamond necklace should have been was empty. It wasn't just any necklace. It was a $25,000 heirloom piece Daniel had given her as an engagement gift. Their father's face darkened. "Who was in this room?" Rebecca looked around slowly. Then her eyes landed on Olivia. "You were—" The words felt like ice. Olivia blinked. "What?" "You came upstairs earlier," Rebecca said calmly, "to borrow my curling iron." "Yes, but—" "And now, the necklace is missing." The room went silent. Their mother crossed her arms. "Olivia, I didn't take it." Her father's voice thundered. "Then where is it?" "I don't know." Rebecca looked heartbroken. "I trusted you." Those words cut deeper than anything else. Because Olivia loved her sister, despite everything, despite always being second. "I would never steal from you," Olivia whispered. Rebecca's voice hardened. "Then prove it." "But how do you prove you didn't do something?" Within minutes, the house turned hostile. Drawers were searched, bags emptied. Even Olivia's bedroom was torn apart. Nothing was found, but the suspicion remained. Their father stood in the hallway with cold finality. "If you didn't take it, leave." Olivia stared at him. "What?" "You heard me." Their mother didn't defend her. Rebecca said nothing. And just like that, Olivia Carter became the thief in her own home. So now she stood in the rain, alone, abandoned, 17 years old with a backpack and nowhere to go. She knocked once more. "Please." "I didn't do it." Silence. Then the porch light turned off. And in that moment, Olivia realized something that would haunt her for years. They hadn't just accused her. They had chosen not to believe her. That night, as she walked down the dark street under the cold rain, a quiet thought formed in her mind. Not anger, not revenge, just a painful promise. One day, the truth would come out. The first night, Olivia slept in a bus station. She wrapped her jacket around herself and pretended not to notice the stares from strangers. The rain had stopped by morning, but the cold remained. Her phone had no new messages, no apologies, no calls. Her family had erased her in a single night. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Olivia found work at a small diner washing dishes. The owner, Mrs. Delgado, noticed how quiet she was. "You got family, honey?" Olivia hesitated. "No." The word felt strange, but it was the truth now. At night, she replayed the accusation again and again. Rebecca's calm voice, her father's anger, her mother's silence. But the worst part was the betrayal. Rebecca had looked at her like a stranger, like a criminal, and everyone believed her. Meanwhile, life continued for the Carter family. Olivia learned this from social media. Rebecca's engagement party, Rebecca's wedding, Rebecca smiling in designer dresses, their parents glowing with pride. In every photo, Olivia had been erased. like she never existed. 2 years passed. Olivia worked, studied, and slowly rebuilt her life. She discovered something about herself. She was strong, stronger than the family who had abandoned her. She saved money, bought a used camera, started photographing small events, weddings, parties, birthdays. Photography became her escape. The lens allowed her to observe life without being part of it. Safe, distant, controlled. But some nights, the memories returned. The rain, the door closing, Rebecca's accusation, and the question that never left her mind. Why? Why would her sister believe she was capable of stealing? Unless, the thought frightened her, unless Rebecca knew exactly what had happened. But Olivia pushed that idea away. Rebecca might have been selfish, but she wasn't cruel, right? 5 years later, Olivia had built something remarkable. Her photography business was thriving. Her work appeared in magazines. Clients trusted her, respected her, valued her. Everything her family never did. She had finally built a life without them. Until the day a familiar name appeared in her inbox. Rebecca Whitmore. Subject line, photography inquiry. Olivia stared at the screen in disbelief. Rebecca wanted to hire her for a charity gala hosted by the Whitmore family. Apparently, Rebecca didn't even recognize her sister's professional name. Olivia Lane Photography. The irony made her laugh. Softly, bitterly. For 5 years, Rebecca had lived peacefully, while Olivia rebuilt her life from nothing. But now, fate had opened a door. And for the first time since that rainy night, Olivia felt something shift deep inside her. A quiet curiosity. Maybe, just maybe, the truth was waiting. Olivia accepted the job. Not for money, for answers. The gala took place in a luxurious downtown hotel. Crystal chandeliers, elegant gowns, wealthy donors. The Whitmores had become one of the most powerful families in the city, and Rebecca was their perfect socialite wife. Confident, charming, intouchable. But when Olivia first saw her sister again after 5 years, something unexpected happened. Rebecca didn't recognize her. Not at all. Olivia's hair was shorter, her style different, her confidence stronger. She had become someone new, invisible in plain sight. Throughout the night, Olivia moved quietly through the room taking photos. Rebecca laughed with guests. Daniel Chamel investos. Everything looked perfect, but Olivia noticed something else. Rebecca kept adjusting a necklace around her throat. A diamond necklace. Small, elegant, and strangely familiar. Olivia zoomed in with her camera. Her heart skipped. The design, the clasp, the unique setting. It looked exactly like the necklace that had supposedly been stolen. But that was impossible. Rebecca had said it was gone. Forever. Later that night, Olivia followed Rebecca into a quiet hallway. Rebecca stepped into a phone call. Her voice lowered. I told you that was years ago. Pause. No one knows. Another pause. I said I handled it. Olivia's pulse quickened. Handle it? Rebecca continued. Yes. Olivia took the blame. The words froze time. She left and never came back. Problem solved. Olivia's hands trembled. Rebecca had known. All along, Olivia stepped backward slowly, stunned. And then something incredible happened. Her camera was still recording. The entire conversation. Every word. Every confession. 5 years of silence. And the truth had just been captured on video. That night, Olivia sat in her apartment replaying the footage again and again. Rebecca's voice echoed through the room. Yes. Olivia took the blame. Cold. Casual. Heartless. The betrayal was worse than she ever imagined. Rebecca hadn't just accused her. She had planned it, framed her, destroyed her life to protect herself. Olivia felt angst. But beneath it was something else. Clarity. Truth. Power. For years, she had been powerless. Now the evidence was in her hands. And she had a decision to make. Expose Rebecca, or walk away forever. Olivia didn't act immediately. Revenge built in anger is messy. Revenge built in patience is unstoppable. So she waited. For weeks, she researched Rebecca's life. Rebecca had become the public face of the Whitmore Charity Foundation. Interviews, press coverage, award ceremonies. She was admired, respected, praised. The perfect philanthropist, which made the truth even more powerful. Then Olivia saw the opportunity. A massive charity fundraiser broadcast online. Hundreds of donors. Media coverage. Rebecca scheduled to give a keynote speech. A perfect stage. Just like the rainy night years ago. Except this time, Olivia wouldn't be standing outside the door. She would be the one opening it. On the night of the event, Olivia arrived early. Her role as photographer gave her access everywhere. She connected a small device to the presentation system. Simple, clean, precise. The video file sat ready. Rebecca's confession. Crystal clear. Olivia waited quietly among the crowd. Her heart steady. Not angry, not afraid, just ready. Rebecca stepped onto the stage. Applause filled the ballroom. She smiled confidently. Tonight we celebrate compassion and honesty. Olivia pressed the button. The screen behind Rebecca flickered. The video began playing. Rebecca's own voice echoed through the room. Yes, Olivia took the blame. The ballroom fell silent. Rebecca turned slowly. Her face drained of color. The video continued. She left and never came back. Problem solved. Gasps spread across the audience. Daniel stared at the screen in horror. Donors whispered. Phones recorded. Rebecca's perfect life shattered in real time. Rebecca spotted Olivia in the crowd. Recognition finally dawned. Olivia? Her voice trembled. For the first time in 5 years, Rebecca looked afraid. Security rushed toward the stage. The video ended. But the damage was done. Rebecca's confession had been broadcast to hundreds of witnesses, and thousands watching online. Daniel stepped away from his wife slowly. You framed your own sister? Rebecca tried to speak. It was a mistake. A mistake? He repeated. You destroyed someone's life. Her voice cracked. I was scared, but excuses sounded hollow now. Truth had a way of stripping lies down to nothing. Rebecca ran toward Olivia through the crowd. How long have you had that video? Olivia met her eyes calmly. Long enough. Rebecca's anger exploded. You ruined everything. Olivia shook her head. No. Her voice was quiet but firm. You did. Police later investigated the original theft. The necklace had been hidden and sold years earlier. Rebecca faced fraud charges. Daniel filed for divorce. Their parents called Olivia for the first time in years, begging forgiveness. But Olivia had learned something important during those 5 lonely years. Some wounds close without apologies. One evening months later, Olivia stood outside a small gallery opening. Her photography exhibition had finally launched. Friends filled the room. Laughter echoed. Life felt peaceful. Marcus, her closest friend, now stood beside her. Do you feel better? Olivia thought carefully. Then she smiled softly. Yes. Not because revenge had fixed the past, but because truth had finally been seen. The rain that night had taken everything from her. Family, home, trust. But years later, Olivia realized something powerful. Lies can survive for a long time. They can even look like success. But truth is patient. It waits quietly until the perfect moment to be seen. And when it finally appears, the people who buried it are the ones left standing in the rain.